Hey guys, it's the Campster post-edit. Forgot to mention this in the video, but the main reason for the delay of this review was because I was at the Fan Expo at Dallas. I got to meet a lot of new people, a lot of new friends, and I also got to meet Charlie Cox. He was such a sweetheart. He was able to sign a Funko Pop of mine, which I will cherish for forever. But yeah, I just figured I'd let you guys know on that, the reason for the delay, and yeah, enough of me rambling. Here's the review. Thanks, guys. What's up, guys? The Camster here, also known as Cameron, and welcome to another movie review. This time we are doing Rise of the Beasts, Transformers. This one I was pretty hyped for. The trailers looked really cool, especially with the the 1990s music playing in the background. Really keyed together pretty well. So I was excited, and I grew up on the Transformer movies growing up, and it's kind of a bit of a bias for me, but nonetheless, the film looked good from the trailer, so I was gonna watch it anyway. But yeah, I just got out of the theater watching it. I've actually pulled a double header. I watched this one and Flash, which is a review which will come out either tomorrow or on Sunday. But yeah, this was the first movie of a doubleheader. I have this film, I have Flash, I have Extraction 2, which I'm going to be watching about a couple minutes or so, or about an hour, depending on how fast this goes. And then I also have Elemental that I'm going to be watching, the new Indiana Jones movie. I'm going to be super busy with a bunch of reviews, a lot of editing. But I have time, so that's a good thing. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get right into it. So, did this movie live up to the hype? I do not think it did. There are some things that I wish could have been done a lot better, but there were also some things that I was like, yeah, this is totally what I expected, and there's just other things where I was just like, what in the hell? So, we'll get into that as the review goes along. So what I can say first is that the voice actors and the cast, they really went above and beyond the Call of Duty with the stuff that was given to them. The material that they had really wasn't the best. I mean, it wasn't like a plate of dog shit, but it definitely wasn't gold either. And I think they all, had the emotional capacity to carry, and I think they carried it well. Anthony Ramos was very good in this movie. He had a really good relationship with Mirage, Pete Davidson. They kind of bounced off each other pretty well, and ultimately I liked him with Prime and B and all the other Autobots, especially also the Maximals. They all talked to each other respectfully, and there was no problems there. I think ultimately those connections were good. The other lady, Elena, I think is what her name is, Dominique Fishback, I thought she was just okay. She definitely wasn't bad either, but she definitely wasn't the best. But yeah, I think she did a serviceable job as well. And I feel like the Transformers had more reasonings behind their actions in this one. In previous Transformer films, they just kind of jumped to action, they called to action. And just were like, oh, come on, we got to go get this done. We got to save the world. But they also gave reasonings to why they had the responsibility that they thought they had when it came to saving the world. Again, this is a new, different, I guess, timeline, you can say, when it comes to the Transformers. This is not Michael Bay films. This is a brand new storyline. And so when you bring a Cybertron into it and, Earth reminds them of Cybertron, it just makes a whole lot more sense, and I appreciate that. And as I could decipher from the trailers, the action was pretty cool. There was a lot of really nicely shot action scenes, and each one of them felt different to the next. And as the movie progressed, the action scenes kind of got bigger in scale, and the things that you saw in these action scenes, they were much more, different, unique, and I appreciated that. And the whole Transformer stuff, anything with the Transformers, I was down for. I was like, yeah, this is some interesting shit. I want to see that. I want this to be the entire movie, but ultimately that wasn't the case, which I'll talk about later. And that final mega battle, just like that full-on war that they had, it was just really cool to see, because I just like robots like killing each other, especially cool looking robots. You know, you got the nice, clean, sleek robots versus the dark and grungy robots. It's just a clash of two colors, and it provides a lot of pop. And I like it. I like it a lot. And also, when the lore was explained, oh god, I wanted more of that. That's what I like about these films. The lore is explained, and as a guy who didn't grow up with like the toys or the cartoons or comics, I think they have comics maybe, whatever the case may be, anything that is Transformer oriented, I had no idea of. And so when they kind of explained that stuff in this film, I was like, yeah, I like that. I would like to see or hear more about it. And while it kind of went away towards the end because it was more about the action, again, towards the beginning and towards the middle when they explained everything, it was like, yeah, I can dig it. Maximals maximize. As weird as that saying is, whenever Optimus Primal said that and they turned from their animals to their actual robot-looking, toy-looking bodies, figures, whatever, it was really cool. They looked like toys, and while that can also be a really bad thing in some films, in this film, it was the right amount of toy and the right amount of realistic, and they looked really cool. I liked them. They looked cool. Okay, so those are the positives. On to the negatives. Did you know... Hold on. Let me provide you this little factoid. Did you know that this movie takes place in 1994? Did you know that this movie takes place in 1994? Did you know? I surely didn't. Not after the first 10 times they told us, or the first 5 times where they provided an overhead action shot and a 1990 song playing in the background. Come on, we get it. We know we're in 1994. You don't have to freaking put in 1990s music all the time. And also, did you notice how much I talk about the Transformers and not the humans? Well, that's because the human parts of this film, especially in every Transformers film, pardon me, they do not grab me, okay? And I don't want any humans, okay? I just want the Transformers. I want the cartoons brought to life, and I want to see the Transformers beat each other's asses, and I want them to fuck each other up and kill each other. That's what I want. And that is the most intriguing aspect for me with this movie, was all the Transformer parts, okay? I don't want anything else. And it takes away everything that you saw in Bumblebee, right? The whole message of Bumblebee was being able to, build himself back up after, that entire fight with Starscream and whoever else it was, the whole G1 Transformers looking, robots. And him having to build himself up and realize, hey, I'm a grown up robot now, okay? I don't need you anymore, Haley Steinfeld. And that was the whole message. She said to him, go be you, B. Go be you. Get it? Go be you, and you don't need me anymore, okay? I'm going to live my life. You have plenty of other responsibilities that you have to do. And that was the main message of that film, of Bumblebee. And it was heartwarming, it was direct, and they just kind of fuck it up in this one. The Transformers are dependent on the humans, and that is just something that does not fly by for me. And to circle back around to Mirage, while I did like Pete Davidson's, he was really good as Mirage, the way he delivered the lines, the way he, screamed whenever the Maximals had first attacked, and they're like, oh, okay, never mind, you're good guys now. I liked him, but sometimes he was just a little overbearing. He was like Thor Love and Thunder jokey. He just jokes every 5 seconds. I'm like, dude, I get it. Pete Davidson is the guy. He delivers funny lines really well. But I'm so tired of the jokes. I want action. I want the story of the Transformers. I don't need any of your jokes every 5 seconds, okay? So please stop. That was irritating to me, but I liked Mirage, but that was the most annoying part about him. And also this last negative, which is the biggest negative that I can provide for this movie. And I'm going to provide just a little spoiler warning, okay? Because this really pisses me off, because the end credit for this movie, okay, has no correlation with each other. It is 2 franchises merging. And if you know what I'm talking about, like, why? Okay, so this spoiler warning, just real quick.
G.I. Joe?
Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, what do I know? I'm not a corporate, you know, whatever. That's the review for Rise of the Beasts. Now, going to the official rating, this movie was not as good as I thought it was going to be. The action delivered, for sure, and parts of the story was good. But I still think there are some major flaws. So just for that, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10, just like straight down, middle of the road, 5 out of 10. I can't give it a 6 out of 10 because that's too high, and I can't give it a 4 because it's too low, so I'm just going to go middle of the pack. 5 out of 10 is what I give Rise of the Beasts. And if you have kids that you want them to just take them out to go see this, go for it. You know, I highly encourage it because I guarantee you they're going to like it. But just as an adult who looks into things into deeper perspective, you know, this movie just didn't really hit it out of the park as I had hoped it would. Yeah, that's the end of my Rise of the Beast review. Again, I'm going to have the Flash review out pretty soon. Extraction 2, I hope to have that out about maybe at the beginning of next week. I hope. And so a lot of stuff, a lot of moving pieces, a lot of movies coming out this summer. I'm going to be pretty jam-packed and pretty busy editing and all that stuff. So bear with me. But if you like this review for Rise of the Beasts, please like and subscribe. And if you liked and subscribed, what the hell you doing? Like and subscribe, damn it. And I will see you in the next movie review. Bye, guys.